See, the pathway to sexual pleasure is actually arousal, and both male and female actually have this. One thing you need to realize is that the way your body works as a male, as a man, it's not the same way the body structure of a lady will work. Now, let me give you an instance. It takes a man an immediate action, to react when it comes to this issue. All right, immediately you are up, you want to do it, and all these other things. And that is why in my previous videos, I told you that the Bible says that Abraham knew his wife Sarah. And I was trying to explain to you that it is not just about you knowing somebody. Because when you come to the activities of the other room, you also need to know your wife, you know your spouse, you know your husband well. So your body as a man reacts swiftly when it comes to these things. It is very instantaneous. And that is the way God has made it, for every other person. But you see, for female, it doesn't work that way. So it takes a lady sometimes to boot more than men. What do I mean by that? Her body reacts very slowly. By the time you start your activities, probably you're trying to touch, kiss, or do some other things like that in the other room. It takes time for her body to catch up. And that is why it's very important that you need to be patient as a man. You need to be very patient. You don't need to rush. And one of the mistakes most men make is that they just want to rush into the activities. They just want to do quickly and probably enter the glorious house and do whatever they want to do. But it doesn't work that way. It takes time. So you need to find some time to realize that her body would take time to react to you. Men are too instantaneous because that is just the natural way it is for them. It actually takes two to tango. So you need to understand that a lady does not really react to you immediately when you want to start this thing. So you need to be very patient. As a man, as a pastor, I'm just trying to teach you that you need to be very patient with her. And for ladies also, there are times your man is always in a hurry, to do the do, or to go in, or to do some other things. And you know that you're not really prepared, you're not ready for it, you are still dry, or something like that is really happening. There is a way you could help the man. You could actually tell him without bruising his ego. You could actually tell him that, okay, please wait. Tell him that he should please take it easy because you're not ready yet. Okay, so the message is that men should take their time. All right, play with her, or let her understand, give her the assurance, make sure that you play with her for some time. Don't be in a hurry to do. So you will understand, as much as you take your time to be patient with this lady, there's every tendency that her brain will process that you actually want to come in, and the body will react, the brain will send message down there, and when this happens, there will be lubrication and the way will be easy for you to pass through. And I wonder that why do you want to force your way into a place where the gate is not open? Because when the gate is opened, you find it easy for you to go in. And that is why it's very important that you take your time so that her body will agree with you. Don't always be in a hurry so that you don't appear to be like a rapist in court, because you know that some husbands rape their wives in a way. Yeah, because the wife is not giving the consent, the body is not prepared, it's not ready, but they just want to do it. And that is what we can call like a kind of a rape in court now. So the Bible does not support it. God does not support it. The way it works is that give the lady some time and make sure that both of you work through this all together. That's how do I now know that the lady is ready, or her body is this and that, like that, or before the activities also. And I do tell you that ladies, men, both of us have a way of passing messages across. In Africa or in some climes in the world, it's very difficult for ladies to tell you that they want it, but they will give you signals, indicators for you to understand. And that is why the Bible says that Abraham knew his wife Sarah, because he could understand certain things about that woman. So you need to understand your spouse too. Anytime she's coming to bed with, maybe perhaps some ladies, when they are going to bed, they try to apply perf, they try to wear revealing clothes, they make it more comfortable for you. Sometimes when a lady is going to sleep, she wears tight dress, in a situation where she's coming to bed, wearing revealing clothes, nice hair, she took a bath, she took a shower, and she has prepared herself for you, all right, so that you will understand. But God, some men will not still understand. That is when they want to pray. It is not time for prayer at that time. It is time for conjugal responsibilities. Don't pray when you are supposed to be doing or having your conjugal responsibilities. These are some of the things, and you know that if your wife is not in agreement with your prayer, that your prayer will not be answered. And that is why I always tell men, you need to understand time and season. Always remember that if you are not stable emotionally, you cannot serve God spiritually. And